Well, hello YouTubers, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I promised you guys another messages from the spirit world, and here we are. So, we're going to be going through the letters, and I hope that you'll be watching on Facebook as well as YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm a little bit everywhere. So, anyways, guys, hope you'll follow me and enjoy today's episode. Well, before we get into all the letters, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay, my spirit guide Fletcher's here. He says hi to all of you. All right, my first letter tonight goes out to Bubblegum Pixie 98. Hello, dear. You know, you've got around you a number of people in spirit. I'm getting two guides around you. One's named Ellen, and the other one is named Thomas. And it's interesting because they keep showing me around Ellen that she's connected to the 1920s. She was like a fashion model. And she's been around you. She's going to help you to develop your fashion sense. And I really feel like over the next year, there's a lot more creative energy around you. And it's funny because they even show you drawing. So you may start drawing clothing designs or something like that. But there's a lot of change here. And your other guide's name is Thomas. And Thomas is an artist and a painter, and I feel that he comes in also to help with the creative aspects. So Ellen and Thomas are your spirit guides, and they're going to help you. So a big time of creativity over the next year. Okay? Thanks for writing. Okay, my next letter is for Living the Vortex. Hi. You know, it's interesting, all around you, I keep picking up media connections, and I feel like you're in the middle of a project that has an educational element to it, and there's a lot of technology around it. And I want you to be particularly attentive because they talk about February of 2012. It looks like as we go into next year, there seems to be some sort of partnership or some sort of investor here that seems to take your work to a next level, so I'd watch the month of February. Anyways, hope that gives you some insight. Thanks for writing. Have a good day. Okay, my next letter is for Sarah Habe. Hello, Sarah. So nice to see you, dear. Well, you know, all around you, I'm just getting a lot of openings psychically, and I feel like you are also coming into a very creative time. You know, Rose is here, and she keeps telling me, she says, let her know I'm working with her. And she shows emotional healing around you. And I feel like you're coming into a place here of kind of freedom emotionally, where you're doing a lot of stepping out on your own. I'm getting a lot of schooling here around you, and I also get energy connected to kind of like your own creative venture. You know, it's almost like you're going to start doing modeling here, or something. I keep seeing you all, you know, connected to fashion also, kind of like Bubblegum Pixie. But I see you more runway work, so you may find yourself doing that. And I'm just going to say be open to it. But Rose says I'm helping her to heal, and she says find the new direction, okay? But she sends her love from the spirit world, and so does Fletcher. Okay, thank you. All right, my next letter is for Lucas Cardoso. Yes, well, you asked about the UFO over Jerusalem. Yes, that was a real UFO. There is, there are definitely signs of alien contact here, so I'm going to confirm that, yes. You have around you also a spirit guide who's helping you with further discoveries, particularly in the area of mysticism. And his name is Dr. Doriel. And Dr. Doriel was a mystic and an author in the 1920s, 1930s. But he's around you. I want you to look him up. His name is spelled Doreal. I pick him up here around you. And it's strange because I feel like he's encouraging you to travel and that you're going to write about your travels from a mystic perspective. Okay? So he's working with you, and let me know how that goes. Thanks so much. All right, let's see. Our next letter is for Tegan Reeves. Wants to know about past lives here. Yeah. Well, you know, in one of your past lives, you were actually in Salem, Massachusetts, And you were there during the time of the big witch trials, witch hunts. But the interesting thing is, even though you were actually a witch, you were a good witch. You practiced healing, and you also had a gift for divination and scrying, like looking into water and things like that. And what's interesting is you never got caught as being a witch during that time. So you actually survived. And one of the gifts that you brought over into this life was the gift of sight. So I feel like you're coming into a stronger period where your clairvoyance is picking up. I want you to watch your dreams. And also, I'd like you to explore scrying. And scrying involves looking into like a bowl of water or a crystal ball, because that's something I see you having success with. That'll also help you connect to your past lives here, okay? Thanks so much for writing. All right, let's see, next letter, Kaspari. Hi, thank you so much for your nice letters. You know, I'm very honored to have the chance to read for all of you. Anyways, you know, you had a past life, actually. And they keep showing me you were around in the 1920s. And you were somehow connected to Aleister Crowley. I think you used to attend his teachings. Now, you know, Aleister Crowley was kind of on the edge back then, very radical. You weren't so much a radical as much as a mystic explorer. And I do believe you have a soul link to him through studying divination, mysticism, spirit communication. That's something you picked up, and I feel you're carrying over some of those gifts into this life, but it's from that connection that you had in the 1920s with Aleister Crowley. Okay? Good luck. Thank you so much for writing. All right. Let's see here. Gemma Wilma McDonald. Hello, dear. Well, you know, my spirit guide Rose is over here. She's talking about you, and she keeps saying, she says, tell her I'm helping her out. She's also talking about around October here for you. It looks like in October there seems to be kind of some shifts around you socially, and I feel you're drawing more people to you at that time. And I'm getting a lot of dances, and also I keep feeling you're invited to some sort of mystic ritual. It may be Samhain, like a Wiccan gathering or something like that. And I feel this is important that you attend, because they show me that you make some acquaintances there. And I see a young man who's very much a mystic. He's a Wiccan. And I feel like this connection is made in October. And it looks to me that this could develop into a relationship. So I feel like you're, you know, it's just a little longer, but you're on the right page. And I want you just to keep going and be open to these invitations that are coming. It's really October where I see improvement there. Okay? Thanks for writing. All right. Let's see here. Candied Witch. Hi. Thanks for your letter. You know, in terms of that question about the house, they keep showing me November around this. And it looks like November, there seems to be some sort of completion, and I feel this is kind of to the renovation project. And they show me it's like you're handing over the final payment, and it looks like, you know, we're agreed, it's done. And I'm seeing it all look very good. I don't pick up any serious problems. I feel like the people that are working for you are going to do a good job for you. And I really feel like November is where it's, you know, going to turn. It looks like it will be for Thanksgiving. Fletcher said you'll be in the new home by Thanksgiving. So, okay. Well, let me know how it goes. Thanks for writing. All right. Next question. The magic power within. You have a very good question. And your question was, is it okay to read your own tarot cards? Is that, you know, bad luck? No. It's never bad to read your own tarot cards if you enjoy tarot. The only problem is sometimes the difficulty comes in being objective, like being able to interpret it without having a personal vested interest. This is why many psychics can't see for themselves, myself included. I don't see. But no, you can use the tarot. It is an objective media, and if you can retain an objective view, which is difficult, you can do that. In terms of, is it bad luck? No. There's nothing evil or bad, or you're not going to offset your destiny by reading your own cards. Sometimes when you read your cards, you get a real insight that you think, oh my God, it's right there in my face. I didn't even realize it. I've had that experience. Sometimes I've read my own cards and then said, oh, there it is now. It makes sense right in front of me. So I find it an eye-opening experience and one that can be helpful. So yeah, go ahead and do it, and let me know how it turns out. Thanks so much. All right. Yes, Soul Girl 3. Hi, I liked your letters here. Yeah, now in regards to your daughter, you asked about your daughter, and you said, is she sleeping? She says she's floating right above her body. Actually, that's not a normal. When we sleep, we oftentimes separate from our body. Sometimes we just float a foot or two above it while we're sleeping. Have you ever had that sensation like you wake up and you feel like you're falling? Well, you know, sometimes that's because your soul's falling back into your body. Okay? Now, the other question that you asked, which I think is very important, is about your husband and his lung condition. What they keep showing me around this is I'm just seeing a shadow. I'm not picking up a tumor. I want to almost call this more of an infection in an air pocket. So it looks dark. It could be like some pus or something, but I'm not getting cancer around it. I do think he needs to see a doctor, though, and have that looked at. But I feel it's not a lung tumor. To me, it feels like a shadow, which is more like lightweight. It feels to me to be like an infection of the lung, a tissue infection. Okay, but he does need to have somebody look at it. Okay, thank you so very much. Okay, Alone Awata. Hi. You know, you got around you spirit guides, and your main spirit guide, her name is Sharon. And it's funny because it looks like Sharon, and she keeps saying Sharon. And she's a beautiful girl. She's African American. Has those beautiful cheekbones and just ebony skin. She's a lovely girl. But she's around you and she's guiding you. And she keeps saying that when she was alive, there's an issue around her connected to creativity. I feel she was an artist, possibly a singer, something like that. But she's helping you to open your creativity. And her name is Sharon. She says not Sharon, Sharon. Okay? So she's guiding you. Thank you so very much for writing. All right, our next letter, Gemma Shirley, or Gina Shirley? I think it's Gemma, excuse me, Gemma Shirley. Pardon me if I said it wrong. I can't read the writing here. Well, I have to tell you, hon, I'm not picking up Michael Jackson in your house. Sorry, I don't see it. So I can't tell you that he's in your house. Michael Jackson does visit people. He goes to different people. I do know that. He cared about all his fans, but I don't pick him up as haunting your house, okay? Anyways, thanks for writing. Okay. All right, next letter, Sunflower BC. In regards to the loved one that you inquire about, I feel that she's in the light. And I feel like right now she's in a place of taking on learning. And so you may not get clear messages from her for a while. But they keep showing me here that as we get towards around October or November, that she starts making herself known. And they keep talking about the dining room. It's like she's going to do something with the lights in the dining room or move something in the dining room. So I want you to pay attention to that area of your home. So don't worry, she's okay. She's in the light and she's not forgotten you. And I do feel like, she made it over. So, in your question, can she hear me? Maybe not for a little while. A lot of times people in spirit have to get messages through their, intermediaries. And I want you to talk to Archangel Raphael, because I feel like one of the things she's working on the other side, is healing for the body, mind, and spirit. It feels like at the time of her crossing, it was a real kind of just everything was kind of disjointed, and I feel like she's being put back together, literally. But she's okay. She's fine. She's at peace. But Archangel Raphael is the one who you want to talk to, and he'll help facilitate that communication. And I think as we get towards October, November time frame, you will start to actually get signs directly from her. So if you're wondering, am I getting signs? You may well be. I feel she is trying to communicate, but I don't feel that she's trapped on the earth. She's in the other world, and she does come back occasionally to send a message over. But you'll get a clearer connection as we go further in the fall. Okay? She's okay. All right. Well, Fletcher, thank you so much. Listen, guys, that's all I'm going to get to today. But listen, keep the letters coming. Write to me on Facebook. Go over there, like my page. I'll put the link below so you can go to my Facebook and Twitter and all of that. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Join me. Follow me on the networks. I'm so glad you're with me. And keep it here at Spirit Channel, because you know we've always got more videos coming. And I promise you, in just a few days, we're going to have a magical charms video. I know a lot of you have been asking about that, and we'll do that as well. Okay? So keep it here at Spirit Channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to all of you. Good night.